Okay, now we're going to play some Hardened Scales. This is for playing from the Hunter Burton Invitational. This got second place, I believe. And Hardened Scales is a pretty crazy deck. It's incredibly powerful, but it's very difficult. Luckily, we have our handy-dandy calculator app, so we can figure out how to actually kill someone with this deck. It's pretty crazy. The problem with this deck is game 2 and 3, when you have to play around Force of Vigors and crap like that. Game 1, it's super sweet. This is a very simple list. 4 Jar, 4 Scales, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4 of all the little homies, all the machines, homies. 4 of them. And, should be fun. Should be a fun list. Should be fun. There's a lot of crazy math with this deck. I kind of like 4 Jars. It's good against some stuff. It's not good against other stuff. In the sideboard, we have Void Mirrors and Pithing Needles and a bunch of ways to deal with creativity. And only 1 Tamiyo Safekeeping. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Alright, let's give this deck a try. It cannot possibly go worse than our last deck. So let's play. Alright, so let's take a look. How do you feel about this hand? On one hand, this hand is really cool, but on the other, it doesn't have green. I think we're inclined to keep this hand. Yeah, it's just a desktop. Yeah, I got a Dell. That was a sweet deal. It was like $1,700 for like a 370. Like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, Hipatra's fine. I think it's just win more. Do we want to keep this hand? I guess we'll keep it. I guess we'll keep. Yeah, I mean, it was super cheap. Yeah, it was $1,700. Pre-built. Didn't have to worry about it. Easy peasy. That was a good draw. Do we start off with the Ozolith? I guess we just start out with Zabaz. Well, looks like we're playing against a deck full of removal. So this is going to be pretty miserable. Alright, let's play Patchwork. Maybe we're supposed to start off with the Ozolith on 1. But Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay. Alright. I will search up a basic forest. You silly opponent, you fixed my mana for me. You silly goose. I'm so glad that's not Blood Moon. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, how are we going to do this? We're going to go Hardened Scales. Play Pendelhaven. I guess we Ancient Stirrings here. We'll take the Jar. Take a Jar. Any order. Think we can kill him next turn here. Play the Ozolith. Play the Jar. Alright. If we draw another land, I think they die to Inkmoth next turn. But they have Demolition Field, so they have Demolition Field and Field of Ruin. Some hateful shit. Hateful. Hateful. Alright. Sure. Alright. I think they're dead. They're probably not dead. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. They're dead next turn to the Ballista, right? So if we play Ravager, let's see. They might be dead here. Alright, let's play this. Yeah, they're dead. So we play Ballista on 0. Alright. Cast this on 0. Trigger. Now we go sacrifice, 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 sacrifice. We did it. That creature is Steel Overseer. Steel Overseer is the creature you're thinking about. No, he's talking about, they're talking about Steel Overseer. That was back when they were playing all the zeros. This guy, right? Yeah. This guy used to be everywhere. But that was a different deck. This was like a Mox Opal deck. This was the old Affinity played this bad boy. Now this is just too slow because it's just going to die. Yeah, Etched Champion, Cranial Platings, all the old... The old guard of Affinity's gone, and now we have this new guard. So what do we want to do against them? I kind of feel like we should maybe play a Tamiyo Safekeeping. Target permanent. We could blank one of their nonsense cards. We could also bring in Pithing Needle. I don't know if we want Pithing Needle. Like, if we Pithing Needle a Field of Ruin, they still have the other thing. So, let's cut the Haywire Mite for the Tamiyo Safekeeping. And I think that'll be it, right? I guess what would they have that we'd want to kill? We still have Boseijus, so we'll be good, probably. I mean, it depends on who's on the play or the draw. If Burn's on the play and they have the, 17 points of Burn in their hand, it's very hard for Yawgmoth to win. If they're just like, Bolt you, Searing Blaze your thing, get in a bunch of it, it could be very difficult for Yawg to win. But if Yawg's on the play and you don't have a very painful hand with your mana base, it's pretty easy for Yawg to win. Engineer Explosives X equals 1. Well, that's annoying. I dare say that's annoying. Alright, let's go Forest. Let's play the drum. Get through the turn. Yeah, I could see that Jailer being sick. Alright, so now we're going to go 1, 2. We're going to go Patchwork. Now we're going to go Jaw. Well, alright, so we can play the Hardened Scales, but playing the Hardened Scales just means they're going to eat it with the explosives. Maybe we could play the Ozolith and make them pop the explosives? Well, let's cast this. Always yields. Okay. What do I want to play here? I think I play the Ozolith. If they blow up this is not a big deal. Right? This is not a big deal. And now we'll pass the turn. Now we pass the turn. 1, 2. Engineer Explosives. Do I want to save the Ozolith? I don't think I want to. I think it's fine. I don't have anything to do with it. I don't have anything fancy. I'd much rather save this Patchwork, dude. Patchwork's the homie, you know? Deal. Patchwork is a homie. You know? Patchwork the homie. Alright. Hardened Scales. Bonka, 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 bonka. Alright. Am I casting this Walker for 0? I don't think I need to hit the... I don't think I need to cast the Walker for 0. That's too much value being left on the table. Alright. I don't think they ever beat a 5/5, let alone a, you know what I mean? Like, if they were to beat it, they would beat it with something like a Braid, where they need, like, a mana and then, like, to abrade it or whatever. Cleansing Wildfire. I have been cleansed. I have been cleansed. Okay. Another Hardened Scales, you say? Interesting. Interesting. Play Hardened Scales. Guess I just do this. Done. And then I smash to the face. With an 8/8. Bonk. Bonk. So what card could they have? They could have Shatterstorm. That would be pretty brutal. They could have a Braid. Yes, 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 a Braid. Okay, well, you're still facing 5 points of burn. 5 points of Hangarback Walkers. Okay. We bullied them. We beat them up. We beat them up. We beat them up. We beat them up. So, we're going to keep this. One Piece guy? Oh, One Piece. Is that an irrigated farmland? All right. Let's play this. I have one buddy who's super into that show. I don't think I'm going to need the Welding Jar against this color, these colors, but maybe we take the Welding Jar. The reason we take the Welding Jar would be Supreme Verdict, but maybe we just take Zabaz, so we could turn 2 into turn 3. Maybe we just take the Ozolith, though. I guess we're going to take the Ozolith. Oozle doozles. Oozle doozles. Alright, so they're probably playing some kind of control deck. I don't know what would play Irrigated Farmland. It's been a long time since I've seen that in Modern. So it's probably Emiria. It's probably mono white Emiria. Splashing blue for Teferis and stuff. Teferis and, alright, so this is a bit of a, this is going to be tricky. So we play Archon here. So they're definitely, it's definitely blue-white Emiria. Blue-white, like, mid-range Emiria. So they're going to have Teferis and Solitudes and all kinds of really horrible shit that I don't want to deal with. They're going to have Reflector Mages, maybe, and all kinds of crap. Alright, so let's go turn 1 Mirrex. Let's play Ozolith. Trigger. Now the question is, do we want to lead with Ravager or Hangarback Walker here? I think we'd probably want to put the Hangarback Walker out first. Hangarback Walker. I don't think playing the Ravager here does very much. And we could play a Hangarback X = 0, but I'm not about that life, so I'm not going to do that. I think we're going to need all the value that we can get, so we can't just throw our dude into the trash. Maybe if we had, like, a thingy, we could do it. Maybe if we had, like, a Hardened Scales, we could spew a little bit. Alright, are they going to make a Timeless Dragon here? Alright, it looks like a Timeless Dragon. Perfect. I mean, it's pretty powerful for what it does. But yeah, it's kind of has its moments. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I guess we're playing Mirrex. I guess we want to put the Ravager in play. Now, I think I attack with Patchwork. Or maybe I do this pre-combat. I could grow the Hangarback Walker, sack it, move counters from the Patchwork. I guess we do this now, right? This thing grows. Then we sack this. Sack it. And then the counters go to the Ozolith. We get 2 Thopters. The counters go to the Ozolith. Now we go to combat. We move the counters from the Oozle Doozles to the Patchwork. So I could attack through the Timeless Dragon. Attack. Alright. Ba-ba-bum. We would like them not to have Solitude. Of course. Solitude's the only card we can never beat, ever. What is this attack? What is this attack? This is a no respect attack. This is a I don't respect you attack. I don't respect you or anything that you do attack. I shouldn't be F6'd when they're playing a bunch of cards that exile and stuff. They could just kind of get me with the nonsense and be like, oh, well, get you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it isn't I'm going to Wrath or I'm going to do something. It doesn't seem like a normal attack, right? Does not seem like a normal attack. Well, I mean, if they do board wipe, we get to put everything on the Ozolith. Dude, I would be very sad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solitude on the Arcbound Ravager. What are you targeting? Arcbound Ravager. Do I want to sack the Thopters to grow the Patchwork? I could, like, sack... I guess I just put everything on the Patchwork. Yes. All right. Yes. All right. Ooh, Saga's a good draw. I guess this is technically a lethal attack. So I guess I just put it on there. Put it on, yes. Attack you for lethal. Make you do something that you don't want to do, like block with one of your dubers. Okay. So now we go play the Saga. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hangarback. Done. Okay. Maybe we're too all in on this Patchwork. But chances are if it's Patchwork dies, it's going to the Ozolith anyway. I mean... So putting all our eggs in this card implies you don't know what this card does, right? Because Ozolith, like, the whole point of Ozolith means you could put all your eggs in one basket because you have 2 baskets. This is a basket and this is a basket. Right? So, the Ozolith is the basket. As well as this. They're all baskets. So now if they have a 3rd exile effect, now we have a 16/16 Ozolith, which just kills them if we draw anything, really. Alright. That's not a good draw. Alright. So we're going to play Grove. 1, 2, 3. Make a Mirrex. Make a Saga. So I guess we play Shadowspear. No. Guess I have to choose this creature. Okay. No. I would not like to give my opponent all of the counters that I'm about to get. Wow. Wow, so violent. I guess if they have 1 Solitude, I'm dead. No, they need 2. What do we got? What do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell's this? Cauldron Complete? What the actual fuck? Okay. Okay. Alright, hold on. So this resolves. We're gonna make a dude. We're gonna go to our turn. We are going to float a mana. Okay. Let's get Haywire Mite. Let's play you. Let's exile that. We could have also used the Shadowspear and the Boseiju, but this works just fine too. Boink. I would like to put all my eggs in one basket, and I would like to attack for 20. Okay. So what this Shadowspear does, right? Permits your opponent control lose hexproof and indestructible. So we could have used the Shadowspear to... The reason I didn't use the Shadowspear and the Boseiju, the Shadowspear and the Boseiju, is that if they had Ephemerate, right, that would turn on their Ephemerate. Because, like, if we go activate Shadowspear, Boseiju your land, Boseiju your thing, they'll get a basic Plains, which they can then use to cast Ephemerate on their solid dude. So I was like, all right, if we get the Haywire Mite, then they don't have access to the Ephemerate if they have it, right? So yes, we could use the Shadowspear, but it's better to use the Haywire Mite because we don't want them to have Ephemerate. Because we know that this deck plays Ephemerate. Okay. What do... I don't think we want the Welding Jars, right? Like, they're going to be all exile. They're going to be all exile, all like... I guess we can keep one Welding Jar in. I think we want the Tamiyo's safekeeping. What else do we want? None of these cards seem really that good. Dismember for Kaldra. I mean, we have the Haywire Mite for Kaldra. We have Metamorph to copy their Kaldra. I mean, maybe. We could also bring in Grafdigger. Alright, so we know that they're an Archon, they're an Emeria deck. So we could bring in a Grafdigger's Cage or a Relic to like fight Emeria, but that seems like a losing battle. Void Mirror does block the Solitude, but it doesn't block the hardcast Solitude. Yeah. They probably do have Stoneforge. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut 3 Welding Jars. We're going to bring in 2 Dismembers and a Tamiyo Safekeeping. And we're going to call it a day. And we're going to bring in Metamorph. Are we going to bring in Metamorph? Let's not bring in Metamorph. Alright, let's submit like this. Would they have Stony Silence? There's not much we could do about it. Fortunately, if they do have Stony Silence. Alright, let's keep this hand. Alright. Go play Hardened Scales. Hardened Scales. So do we start off with the Zabaz? Or do we cast the Ancient Stirrings first? These are the great questions of our time. I guess we cast the Stirrings first, right? Let's see if we can set up for something next turn. Ancient Stirrings, what do we got? We got Patchwork, was pretty good. That card's pretty powerful. Saga's pretty good, too. We could take the Saga here and do Saga shit. I love Saga. Saga's so busted. I was having a conversation with some of my friends yesterday about Saga being the best land in... one of the best lands in Vintage. With the exception of the Bazaar decks that are built around Bazaar. I think Urza Saga is just like one of the... if not the best land ever printed. If it's up there. I think Saga might be the best land ever printed. Like, I guess with the exception of Dredge and Bazaar of Baghdad, I think it's just insane how good Saga is. What do you guys think? Do you think Saga is the best land ever printed? Yeah. Well, but there's the thing. Yeah, but if you think about it like this, if you draw a Strip Mine late in a game, right? Strip Mine's not even that good. Whereas you draw a Saga, like at any point in the game, Saga will just take over the game. Which is just something crazy about Saga. Basic Island, number 1, yeah. So Basic Island, number 1, Basic Swamp. Then Basic Mountain. Then Wasteland, then Saga. Alright, I'm gonna just... we're just gonna hit with this Zabaz here. I will hold up this Saga. Cradle is better than Saga? I don't know. Cradle, you need, like, other things. Cradle, you need creatures. You know, Saga is just busted on its own. Mixing Sanctuary and Sewers. Not really. You need to play like 3 artifacts in your deck. Okay, so let's go here. I'm kind of afraid of Dress Down, so I'm not going to play these things. But I'm not that afraid of Dress Down. So we'll go a little bit into it. Trilene, thank you for the 12 months. Thank you for the year. That's so kind of you. Let's get Oozle Doozles. And let's play land. Let's play Drum. And let's... We could play this Zabaz and like kill the Zabazes and like do fancy shit with the Ozolith and stuff. I guess we should just do that, right? Play this. Keep this one. Ozolith trigger, modular onto this. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Solid Dude. My favorite card of all time. Just don't have Ephemerate. That's all I ask. Have the Solitude, that's fine. Just don't have the Ephemerate. Please. That's all I ask. Boo. Boo. Alright, I guess we move the counters, right? There's no harm in moving the counters. They'll just go back if they swords them. Because they get to blink the Ephemerate. Alright, so they get to kill our Construct token. We'll gain more life. We'll gain 9 life this way. Yeah. And we get the life from the scales. Goes to the Ozolith. Yeah. More counters. More counters. Damn it. Damn it. Yep. Yep. What's up, Janini? There's a text on Rebound. The text on Rebound is... If you cast this ability from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. Alright, so we're going to go 1... We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to cast the Walking Ballista. Then we're going to cast Oozle-Doozles. Then we're going to kill Teferi. And that's it. Your turn, opponent. Jinroth. I would recommend going to H&R Block and saying, hey, help me do my taxes. That's what I'd recommend. It's only like $50. That's my recommendation. Alright. They have free state. Oh, good fucking God. Well, shit. All right. We still have Saga, though. 1 Urza Saga. 1 Dream. Fuck. Fuck. All right. One dream. No Urza Saga, 1 dream. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Left with a dream. Oh, now we have a Hangarback Walker. Okay, well. We have a Hangarback Walker. We have a 2/2. Yeah, Haywire Mite would be pretty sick on that lockdown. Timeless Dragon. See, that was greedy. Just cast the Timeless Dragon. Just cast it. I guess I'm just going to make my thing bigger. doing it now so they don't respond to me later. Maybe I shouldn't have played the land. Maybe I should have sandbagged it like I'm a good player, but we're well past that. We're derping everything on the table. That temporary lockdown was really brutal. It hurt. I think it's possible, friends, that we may have lost this game. But, you know what they say? They say, never give up, never surrender. By Grapthar's hammer, you will be avenged. They are ready for our bullshit, that's for sure. We strolled up with our bullshit, and they're like, no, I'm ready for you. Dude, I have one job on this stupid ship, and that's to repeat the computer, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright. As long as they don't draw an Emeria, these Timeless Dragons are quite masturbatory. Another Timeless Dragon! Yay! Welding Jar. Perfect. Shit. I guess we play this. We're definitely siding out the Welding Jar. Wait a minute, didn't I side out 2 Welding Jars? Didn't I side out Welding Jars? Did I just not submit my sideboard changes? I didn't submit my sideboard changes. Because there's no Welding Jars in the sideboard. That's good. That's good. I don't know. I could have sworn I clicked submit with our dismembers and shit. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. What the fuck is this? What does this read? What is this card? What? Search your library for any number of Plains cards. Exile them. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a card you own with Endless Horizon into your hand. Okay. We are deep. Hello. I can get my friends back. What do I get back? I get back... I guess I have to do it, right? We get this back. Oh, I spent extra mana that I didn't have to spend. Alright, they get to draw a card. But it's okay. Guess I just grow this. And I pass the turn. If I had access to a white mana, I could fly over and hit Teferi. But I don't. Yeah. Be on the play. Be on the play. Don't be on the draw. You could play Fatal Pushes like Zerk's been playing. That might help. But try and police their graveyard. If you're on the draw, you're just gonna lose to them. If they have a turn 1 DRC or turn 2 Shredder, you're just gonna lose to them. There's nothing you can do. That deck is the best deck in the format for a reason. Okay. Guess we'll take this. Eventually we can like sack the Hangarback Walkers to make a bunch of dudes. But I don't know. Timeless Dragon. We need... What do we need? Okay. So your opponent has 4 Timeless Dragons. We're just dead, right? I guess we can make a bunch of blockers. We need a Ravager. Then we could just turn all this stuff. We can, like, make counters, destroy this. We could destroy it. No, there's nothing we can really do to get out of this. We can make a bunch of blockers, but then we just are dead the following turn. I guess we'll give it one more draw step. Yeah, you can't get fancy with them. Just whenever they're tapped out, cast your endurances. That's the key. Even though if you're not getting value by blocking, just because if you cast an endurance on them, they're just gonna unholy heat the endurance, right? So you have to just do stuff where you can resolve spells. Don't try and get fancy. You'll just lose. Yeah. We can go Flying Zabaz, Flying Hangarback. They have the Teferi bounce. Teferi bounce the Ozolith. This is just going to get a Cauldra. Alright. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. Alright. So we cut all the Welding Jars. And we want Metamorph, Dismember, Safekeeping. We could Pithing Needle Teferi as well. This card seems pretty powerful against what they're doing. We could also bring in Nature's Claim. Yeah. Is Claim better than the Dismember? Probably. We could Pithing Needle Timeless Dragon. We could also bring in... We could also bring in... Let's cut the drum. Maybe we don't need this. It's a little bit too much, I think. And we'll play 1 Dismember. Yeah. The problem is Murktide has nut draws that you're just not going to beat. And you have to be able to accept that. That they're like, when they just go, turn 1 DRC, turn 2, Murk, thing into thing into thing into thing. You're just not beating that hand. I guess we could keep this hand and rely on the Ancient Stirrings to find a second land. To then go Patchwork. And just, like, attack. I guess we'll keep it. Saga or regular land? I almost think that we want the regular land because we're probably not going to be using the Saga token. It does get us an Ozolith or something. I think the problem with the Saga is the Saga becomes a bit of a liability if they have something wild. I don't know. I think we're going to go with the safe line. I don't want to, like, play the Saga and then have them kill it with, like, some crazy fucking thing that they're going to have. Because you know that they have crazy stuff. Yeah. I mean, if they just have... Like, if we play a Saga here and then, like, do this and they're just, like, Sea of Cleansing your Saga, which they had in Game 2, we would probably lose the game. So, that's why I went the Forest. I don't want to get Sinkhold. Yeah, see? That would be not good if they would have killed our Saga here. Well, I guess we're just playing another Patchwork. And I don't think we're doing any zeros here. We could go all in with zeros and just dump our whole hand, but I don't think we need to do that. See, Modern is such an interesting format because you can basically do whatever you want in the format. Like, our opponent is up to the sauce. Alright, so now we're going to play El Ravager. Trigger. If you're going to kill one of these, now's the time, friend. Now is the time. Got him in for 2. Yeah. You can pretty much do whatever you want in this format. Alright, Hardened Scales. Now, that's a good card to draw. Let's do 1 damage to me. Let's play Zabaz. Now, am I playing a 0? I don't think so. I think I am sacking this to this. And then shooting the modular over there. Beginning of combat, attack, attack. We'll make sure no blocks. Then we will go sacrifice this. Modular here. No, modular over there. And then the 1/1 counters on the Ravager. Yes. Use the modular. Then the counter goes on the Ravager. So we're attacking for 10. And then next turn, they should be dead. Knock on wood. It's so annoying. Yep. All right. Hangarback. Hollerback Girl. I yield. Boy, their deck is so annoying against what we're trying to do. So annoying. So very, very annoying. Alright, we'll play that. Then we'll play a Ravager. And we'll pass the turn. This lockdown doesn't seem that temporary. Solitude. I'm gonna play Solitude. Yeah, I guess it dies. I could pump it here and gain an extra life. But, oh my god. Cool. Well, I guess I'll do that. Cool! Cool beans! This is great. I love Ephemerate and Solitude. It's very exciting gameplay. Very exciting gameplay. Casting Ephemerates on your Solitudes and your Griefs and your whatevers. Alright, so our Urza Saga can kill the temporary lockdown, which can get us back in this game. Alright, I'm just gonna pass, make Saga tokens. We only have 4 minutes left, because I've been complaining this whole time. Oh shit, I'm F6'd. Alright. We only have 4 minutes left, but we should be okay. Teferi. Gonna reset my Saga. 1, 2, Make a dark copy. Just doing this now so I can F6. I will trade this with the Solitude if they attack. Alright, so we're going to go play Saga. Then I'm going to Walking Ballista. X equals 2 here. And I'm going to kill the Teferi. Maybe I should have gone Hangarback plus Ravager there. But they have too many cards in their hand. We have to, like, kind of be clean about it, you know? Yup. Too many cards in hand. Basically, Eternalize brings the card back. You exile it from the graveyard, and it basically comes back into play as a token. That's what Eternalize does. Alright, let's play Walker on 2 here. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Well, we're going to get smacked by Kaldra Complete here. And the Urza Saga gets us Haywire Mite, which deals with the Kaldra. Oh my god. What a fucking shit show. I think we're dead. I guess we're not dead. Alright, I guess we just make a Saga token here. We take a bunch of damage. Okay, alright. Alright. Alright, opponent. They were just ready to beat us. They were just ready to beat us. Ready to beat us. We did win game 1, but when the sideboard stuff came, the temporary lockdowns are just one-sided board wipes, which are pretty brutal to deal with. Alright, I guess we're going to keep this. No, Amirias? What? You're not playing Amirias, my friend? I think you should Amiria. But maybe. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you don't need it. I thought for sure you were in a Amiria deck. They want to play us in the game of Saga. Alright, we're F6ing. We're going to play Automation next turn. Give her... Drum. Alright. So, we play the Saga. Play the Saga. Play the Haywire, the Patchwork. Okay. Next turn we get to have a pretty gross turn. But we could just be dead. They're just like hammer, hammer. But they would have played a hammer already. We might need to leave the Haywire Mite up next turn. And play like Zabaz. Alright, let's think. Let's think. Well, the problem is they have 2 Sagas. So we can make a guy, which doesn't seem great. we can cast Zabaz and Haywire Mite and hold up Haywire Mite activation. We could play Ravager plus Zabaz. I think I like Zabaz plus Haywire Mite. What do we play against? It's the deck that's listed by Ball So Hard. That we just lost to their deck. We lost to their deck badly, I might add. We lost very badly. Alright, let's play Mite. Let's play Zabaz. We're doing this now pre-combat. So let's see. If they make a guy... If they make a guy, they just give it protection from whatever. So we can't do anything. So we're on defense. Whether we like it or not, we're on defense. We are on the defense. Okay, so now the question becomes, do I kill the other Urza Saga? So get another fucking construct. Or do I wait and try and kill the Shadowspear? Or do we kill the second Saga? I don't want to lose the game to a Shadowspear. So I'm going to keep the Haywire Mite up, and I'm going to see what they do with it. I kind of want to just get the Shadowspear. I think that card is the most problematic card that I'm against. And if they get it right away, we'll be able to, like, kill it. Let's just see what they do. Okay. So they're getting a thing. They're searching for what? What are they going to get here? Shadowspear? Hammer. Sure. Hammer works. Jeez. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to take the 7. Just going to take the 7 here. I'd like very much to draw Ozolith. Alright, let's draw a card. That's the worst draw in the deck. So, how do we win this game? Can we put 19 power worth of flying on the Zabaz? Yeah, but like we're not... The Saga's, you know, we're losing... Like we can't... We're going to lose the game to a lot of things over the time. We have to go for the win here. We have to try and kill him. So let's float a colorless here. Now we get Shadowspear? Well, the problem is we have no way to make this flying except for we'd have to get the Springleaf Drum to make this thing flying. I think we get the Shadowspear, play Ravager, equip the Shadowspear to the Patchwork. Right? We'd have to get the Drum. But the problem is, do we just die if we make it 11-11 flying? I think the answer is yes, we do. It's a really tough spot. It's a really tough spot. Because the Drum gives us flying. How much could we put on the Zabaz if we play the Ravager? So we sack 1, 2, 3. I don't think we get enough damage to kill them with the flying thing. I think we have to get a Shadowspear here. I think so too. But I think I have to get a Shadowspear. I think I have to play this. I think I have to play Ravager. And I think I have to But the problem is if I equip the Shadowspear here, we just lose to this. We just lose to these things. They can just double block us. But I guess we equip to here. And we begin combat, attack with both. Attack. I think we're dead. But no, it's not going to work out, but we don't have a lot of other options. Alright, so we go sacrifice this. Modular here. This is not going to work out, but we don't have a lot of other options. So now we go sacrifice. Sacrifice you. Yes. Put the modular. Yes. I guess I needed to sack this too. Make it 18 so they live. Shit. But they get to keep... What? They didn't pro? Alright. We're still alive. But now they just get the tramp. I guess we could kill the trample hammer. But they're just going to bury us in sagas. And we're dead. I don't know why they didn't use the giver. I guess as long as they don't equip a hammer, we're kind of okay. Yeah. Alright. Alright. They beat us in the game of Saga. We could have exiled one, but... Alright, let's go. Nature's Claims, Dismember. We don't need jars. Guess we can also cut a Hangarback Walker. That card's kind of derpy. Yeah. We could bring in a Pithing Needle on Stoneforge Mystic, so I don't have to deal with Kaldra. But we have enough answers to Kaldra. So, we have Shadowspear, we have Haywire Mite. Would you like to play first? Yes. Alright, we'll keep this. Not the best hand, but we have Saga into Patchwork. Why is Murktide better than Breach? I don't think. I think that, in my personal opinion, Breach is a little bit better. Because, like, on turn 3 and turn 4, Murktide's a better card. But on turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, the things you can do with the Breach are disgusting. So, it just depends on, like, how you want to play. But the things you can do with a Breach are very disgusting. It's an artifact way to deal with... It's just another... think of it as another... Orvar. It's just an artifact Orvar that you can, like, cast. If you think about it like that. Why is Merkless played? Because it's what everybody knows. It's been the best deck for 2 months. 2 years since Modern Horizons 2 came out. It's easy to play. It's pretty stock. It's pretty brainless. The cards are just very, very overpowered. You don't have to think much when you play it. You know, there's a lot of reasons. But I think Breach is pretty strong. Alright, what are we Pithing Needling? What are they naming here? It is cheap. It's easy to play. People feel smart when they cast Expressive Iteration. They're like, oh yeah, look at how smart I am. I guess we attack first. See if we can get them with the old Pendelhaven. I'm going to probably just Nature's Claim this Saga. Pendelhaven block? Yeah. Okay, so now we go 1, 2. Nature's Claim that. Pay the 1. Yes. And we'll play an Inkmoth. Maybe I'm supposed to play Nature's Claim there. Calm down, Graham. Calm down, Graham. I wanted to play it today, but nobody voted for it. I'll probably play it tomorrow first thing. We could get some good crabbing in. Alright, what do we got here? Steel Shaper's Gift. Absolutely. They tutored for a Colossal Hammer. Absolutely. Memnite. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna make a Saga here, I think. Actually, do I just make this as 2 and just kill both of these? I probably do. Alright, let's just vote a mana. Let's get... We probably want the Haywire Mite. Let's get the Haywire Mite. And let's play this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Cast Walking Ballista. X is 2. Always yield. And let's murder. The reason I would murder this is because they probably have the 2-mana guy, Pure Steel Paladin, and they probably want to go Pure Steel Paladin equip. But I guess I could save this. Maybe I end up charging this. I don't necessarily need to kill that Memnite right now. They only have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, for sure we'll put the Raphalos deck. March of Otherworldly Light. Well, I guess I'll kill that. That was interesting. That was a weird move. I was going to sack that anyway. See, that's the advantage of not sacking that. They ended up spewing a removal spell on it. That was kind of weird. Alright, I guess we're just going to go full... I guess we can go... Activate. And then begin combat. Begin combat. Attack. And I guess we Pendelhaven the Haywire Mite. I guess we're probably going to kill him with regular damage. But we might as well attack with the Infect. Because we can. And we have the Nature's Claim up, so... Maybe we're supposed to do Infect damage there? Pure Steel Paladin, huh? Alright. This is the newest one. Equip. And then go to combat. Begin combat. Attack, attack, attack. And we will... What is this? Okay. Pump that one. Guess we'll play Hardened Scales. Maybe we should have been swinging with the Nexuses pumped. I guess play Ozolith. We will animate an attack with an Inkmoth that's a 2/2. and hold up the activation of the Haywire Mite. 1, activate. I guess we attack with both here. And then if they block the Haywire Mite, we'll use the Pendelhaven. Alright, we'll pump Infect or regular damage here. Let's do Infect. Maybe this is wrong to switch in midstream. Memnite. Let's kill the hammer. That's one of the reasons I went with Infect, because we're going to gain them a bunch of life, too. Alright, so let's draw a land so we can, like, swing for all of it. Oh, tilt. That's tilting. Alright, 1, 2... Alright. So they are dead next turn. They don't have anything. I have lethal. They have a Pithing Needle on Ravager. I guess we could have mited this. I guess, hold on. Let's see. We mite this, play Ravager, activate, sack. I don't know if we have... let's see. We didn't really have anything to sack the Ravager to, but I guess we had a bunch of things. So all we really need to do is get 3 on there. Yeah, we had lethal. We sacked the Ravager, modular on the thing, put the thing on the Ozolith. Ozolith moves over. Yeah, they were dead. Yeah. Alright. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. There was nothing that they could have either. They were kind of drawn dead. Alright. What do we got? We got a Mirrex. I guess we're keeping this hand. Alright. Bolt the Bird. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 2 months. Very, very kind of you. Even though I don't like when my birds get bolted, I understand it. Alright. Just gonna play the Mirrex. The question is, are we playing the drum? I guess we have to play the drum here. It sucks, but it's gonna give us our most explosive next turn, unfortunately. Unfortunately, drum's our best card here. Saga, gross. Sigarda's Aid. Just hit me with the hammer. Okay, well, I guess we're using Haywire Mite to kill a hammer. I just don't... I think we're just behind at this point. This is turn 2. I guess we have to play... How do we get out of this? We have to play... We can't go patches into Haywire Mite. We have to just play the Haywire Mite. And then use the Haywire Mite to kill the hammer. And we have to do it now so we don't get Blacksmith Skilled. Haywire Mite. Play the Zabaz. Get that. Yield to the turn. Alright. So we are in some trouble. Yeah. We're just not going to win this game. They're just going to hit us with another hammer. What's up, Anapalm? They're just going to hit us with another hammer, and we're just going to die. I have to chump. Right? Otherwise, I'm literally dead. Yup. What's going on? See, I told you, the 7TV has the sweetest little emotes. There's nothing we can do here. We're just dead. They're going to get the trample hammer off the Urza Saga. We did not draw the tools to beat what they have. Right? We could play a Ravager, but they're just going to get the trample hammer and kill us. We can play an Automaton and then play Shadowspear, but then we're dead. We could play Hardened Scales and then play whatever, but we're just dead. We can't beat the trample hammer on this. Too fast. Too fast with the Sigarda's Aid. Too many hammers. Too fast. Too many hammers. So what do we got? We can keep this hand. Zabaz. This hand's kind of a weak hand. I'm going to save this other Welding Jar for maybe a Patchwork or something like that. Because I don't think we need 2 Welding Jars on turn 1. Oh, well, that's a good draw. That's a good draw. I think I will play that. And I will attack. This is one time I wish I was on the draw. If I was on the draw, I could have started with the Hardened Scales on 1. Instead of watching them get some version of the Jund Triome. Oh, Naya Triome, my bad. And Wrenn and 6, my favorite fucking card. Let's see. Do I want to save this? I kind of feel like I should save it and then kill the Wrenn and 6 by throwing the Ravager into this. Alright. So let's go. I have a 3rd jar. So let's play the Ravager. Let's play a jar. Let's play a jar. Let's sacrifice a jar. Let's sacrifice it to itself. Yes. Okay. Yes. And now let's go after Wrenn and 6. Honestly, I probably should have put both jars into this and then swung at them with a 2-turn clock. That would have been way smarter. Right? Because this could have been a 9. Like, the cards that they're going to have at 9, the Exile is going to be the Domain Enchantment or a Teferi or something. Probably, don't be a Teferi. Teferi is so fun. Fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun. Fun, Teferi is fun. Alright. Well, I'm glad we didn't go more all in. A dwarf. Tell me if I'm dealing with an Archon. Oh, that's not an Archon. That's beatable, kind of. Not really. In our opponent's haste, they left Jetmir Garden up. and not Steam Vents, so they don't have mana leak, mana snare, spell snare, spell pierce. Let's see if I attack. Yeah. I think we're going to swing. I think I'm going to swing the Inkmoth at Teferi and the Zabaz at them. Zabaz, Teferi. Maybe I swing both at Teferi. Alright. Maybe I swing both at Teferi. Then I'll play the Blink Moth after combat. Hopefully they let Teferi die here. Oh, no. I guess we'll put the counters on the Walking Ballista. What are we doing? What are we bolting? Okay. Deal. Deal. Yes. Alright. Alright, so we're probably dead here. Dwarven Mine. Yep. Okay. What do they got? They're attacking me for 1. Okay. So I guess I send... I don't know how to help with that one, my friend. We could play the Patchwork, but the Patchwork just dies to Ren unless we decide to save it. So I think we animate Inkmoth, attack with the Hangarback, attack the 2 Inkmoths at Teferi, and call it a day. Alright, we're going to go 1, animate, 2, animate, begin combat, attack the Teferi, attack Teferi, attack them. They'll have to block here. The Teferi will die. And I will pass the turn. Alright. Ren and 6 is so good. Burnt. Thank you, buddy. Thank you as always. 3 gifted subs to the community. For a nice even 950. Crazy. Oh, crazy. Alright, so now we can go Patchwork into the Ozolith. And we can hold up the attack with the Inkmoth. Yeah, I guess we do that. So let's go Patchwork. And then let's go Ozolith, trigger. Spell Pierce. That sucks. We could charge up our guy, but I think we just want to try and kill him. Attack. This is a 2-turn clock, regardless. They have to start throwing those little dorks in the way. Oh shit, I better turn off F6. I guess I just use this, right? The hell else am I doing with it? What the hell else am I doing with it? Anapom, if you see any 7TV emotes you want me to add, let me know. I have a feeling I'm about to get created upon, which will make me very sad. Don't do it. Don't creativity me. Did that Fable have the ability to... Alright, hold on. We're not going to be able to win. Opponent should have just copied one and then copied it with the Fable, but it doesn't matter. We can't win this game. Unless we draw exactly Ravager. Let's see. They attack. They gain 1,000,000 life. We have to sack block. We're not winning this game. We are not winning this game. Yeah, it didn't matter what they did. Okay, so we have Pithing Needle for Ren. Grafdiggers. I guess we want all these. Yeah. That's wild. Alright, so Grafdigger's Cage doesn't work. Creature cards again. Does it work? What's the wording on creativity? I always forget. I think it doesn't work. Let's find out. Destroy target for each permanent. Its control reveals cards to the top of their library until the creature card is revealed. And exile that card those player puts. It doesn't work. It exiles first, right? So it exiles it. It's like Living End. It exiles it and then it gets it. So we don't want Cage. Pithing Needle on Ren and 6 or Pithing Needle on Teferi are going to be good. I'm a little skeptical on the jars. I mean, I guess the jars are good, right? Guess we could shave one of these. Guess we could shave some Hangarback Walkers. And we could play a leaner list like this. That's just playing Orvars in case they go for it. It's going to be a hard match to win. They're just mono removal of the deck. And we are not drawing. We can't keep this. No lands. Okay. The problem is, am I keeping this hand because of the strength of Orvar? Or am I keeping this hand because it's good? I mean, this hand sucks if you don't count Orvar. But, I mean, we have turn 1 Zabaz, turn 2 Saga. That's we're keeping. I will just go turn 1 Inkmoth Zabaz. Maybe we just play the Grove of the Burnwillows. Yeah. Cage used to stop a lot of stuff. Cage still is very... It's like... Cage is one of the best cards you can play against Yawgmoth. Like, it's really, 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 really good against Yawg. But it's, like, not that good against most everything else. Pending. Nice. Nice. Okay. Alright. Well, that's something. That's a spell. The Ozolith. Alright. I guess now we're just going to play the jar. And then we're on Saga Detail. Till the end of time. And till the end of time is like 2 more turns. I've never actually gotten someone with the Orvar. By the time I stopped playing creativity, Orvar had already disappeared. So I heard a lot of talk about it, but I never saw it. Alright. 1, 2, make a person. Yield through the turn. Okay, let's make another token. What are we shuffling for? I guess we get the Shadowspear, the Pithing Needle, the Haywire Mite. Haywire Mite kill that thing. That doesn't seem the best. Maybe just get a Zabaz. Yeah, we could Mite the Fable. I'd probably just Mite the Fable. Alright, let's go to combat here. Let's swing for 1,000,000. Attack. They only have 3 cards, so we're just gonna Mite the Fable. Okay. Alright. Okay. So now if they have creativity, we have the Orvar, which is kind of cool. No attacks. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to go Hardened Scales into Chromat. Alright, so now we're swinging for 10. Now we're swinging for 10 damage. Alright. Your turn. Just be aware that if you creativity me, you will die? No. Because first trigger resolves, they go to 4. If they were to get an Archon. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is Prismari command. Alright, what are we doing? Target player draws 2. Then discards 2. Target player creates a treasure. Okay. This is a pretty good turn from them. 1, 2. Leyline Binding, huh? What are you going to target? One of the constructs? Deal. Well, they don't have to chump the Inkmoth, right? They just go to 1. Right? They just take 1 poison, right? You've been playing with too much Toxic, right? They just have 9 Infect to give. You've been on Arena too much, Drew. Right? Or am I missing something? Animate Inkmoth pumps your constructs. You're so smart. You're so smart, Drew. And I'm not. I'm not smart. Alright. What are you drawing? You're so smart, Drew. They reprinted Blightsteel and the Transformer stuff. I guess we're just swinging the construct. And I guess we're swinging the Inkmoth. So there's no point to swinging the Inkmoth. I guess we just swing the Karn. I think you're trying to like decrypt that. And I would just like not give a shit about what that guy says. That guy also said that they wouldn't reprint proxies. Remember that? Remember he said we will never do another collector's edition again? So you're right. I'm just falling apart. I should have saved my land so if they make 2 Archons. Oh, I'm just falling apart. No, why am I not playing my land? I guess I should save it. They did a promo. That's true. They just did. I guess I can Welding Jar this. But then my guy shrinks to a 4. Guess I'm Welding Jarring. Alright. Can I draw... I cannot draw a thingy. I guess I am going to swing with both of these. Should have played... If they double block it... No, they're not going to double block. Alright. What a weird game. What a weird game. Caleb, CWS, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had fun storming. We're playing poorly against a creativity deck. I would like to draw... Not that. Well, I guess I'm just attacking again with both my Inkmoths. Inkmoth. Attacks. This is not the most impressive that Patchwork has ever looked. Am I missing something that they just blocked like that? That seems weird to me. But whatever. That seems weird to me. I guess they must be trying to draw creativity. Yay, we did it. Thank you, Caleb. Well, alright. So here we are. Game number 3 against creativity. I guess we just submit. We could try and, like, dismember a thingy in response to creativity. But I don't think we need to get too fancy. I think we just... I don't know. Let's just submit. Let's try and have a little bit better of a start than we did. Alright, what do we got? We've got turn 1, Hardened Scales. We don't have a follow-up land. We have Orvar. We are on the draw, right? Demir Sword? Probably Raise Dead. It would probably have to be some form of Raise Dead and some form of Mill. Like the blue sword and like the Sword of Body and Mind mixed with Sword of Light and Shadow, where you like Raise Dead and you mill your opponent and make a wolf or whatever. You mill your opponent and then or draw a mill or something like that. I think this hand's a little too risky. If we don't draw a second land here, we just die. Yeah, something like that. I think that would be a good one. Let's mulligan this hand. I guess this hand is better, but not really. What do you guys think about this hand? I guess we could keep it and put back the Shadowspear. Alright. Okay, so... we could start off with the Saga to get a... I like whatever Uriel's doing. That person puts a lot of effort into creativity. I think they're one of the better creativity players. Well, we can get a green source off the Saga, right? The Saga eventually gets a green source, you know, and we're on the draw, right? So we have a higher chance of getting another Saga. All right. But maybe it was right to put back the Saga. Next turn. Yeah. So, like, if we knew we were going to draw a second Saga, then be like, no, let's put one back. But, oh boy. This friggin' card. What are they bouncing? They're bouncing the Saga. Yep. Okay. So, let us think, friends. Do I need to play a Walking Ballista on 1 to not die to creativity? Do I need to go Urza's Saga, play a Walking Ballista on 1 so they don't creativity? Or can I take a turn off and play the Scales? I feel like I don't want to lose the game to them having a creativity next turn. So I think I want to play the Saga and I want to play the Walking Ballista on 1. So we don't get Saga'd. Alright, let's go 1. And let's go 1, 2. Walking Ballista on 2. And then get our little counter. And let's kill this Teferi before something bad happens to us. And now we have this Walking Ballista that prevents us from getting creativity. Don't have... Ugh. Oh, the humanity. Vomit. I'm gonna vomit. This is so gross. Well, you know what I say to that, opponent? You know what I say to that? Take 1. That's what I say to that. Take 1. I really showed him what's up. Okay, this is a good draw. So, we could put this Saga in play. Or we can play a SKILLZ. I'm just going to play the other Saga. And we're going to attack. We could attack for 1 here. We could attack for 1 infect. But if they were to bolt this, I would be extra sad. Alright. So we have to hope that they creativity for 2. And we sack the Inkmoth. And we sack the Patchwork. And we discard Orvar. Uh-huh. I guess I sack the Patchwork. Sack you. Discard you. Copy you. Alright, hopefully they don't have Leyline Binding. Sad day, friends. Sad day. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Not so sad day. Okay. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. I thought that was a Leyline Binding. That's not a Leyline Binding. Thought that was going to be a binding. Your turn. Alright, so what did we learn? We learned that this is... When you cast this, whenever a spell causes you discard, create a token that's a copy of target permanent. Which means it has 40 million CMC. Orvar is pretty good against creativity. Who would have guessed it? Who would guess? Alright, what do we got here? This hand is not good. We have turn 1 Haywire Mite, turn 2 Saga, turn 3 Ballista. There's no scales, no power, no juice, you know? No juice in this hand. Can a creativity? Yes. Yes, they can. They won't draw a card off the Veil of Summer because we're not casting a spell, but it will stop the trigger. But usually they use all their mana. I think we could do better than this. I agree with you. I agree for sure we could do better. All right, this is better. We'll put back Zabaz? Or we put back the Jar. What are you going to do? Turn 1, Ancient Stirrings? I mean, turn 1 Zabaz, turn 2 this, turn 3. Yeah, I think we just put back Ancient Stirrings. We have everything we need. Or what do we put back? We could put back the No. We need the land. We could put back the Zabaz and turn 1 Ancient Stirrings instead of Zabaz. But I feel like we want to go turn 1 Zabaz. Turn 2, like, I don't know. Maybe if they show us a companion, it might help us make up our mind. Yeah. Zabaz plus Ravager is fun stuff. I think it might be. Yeah. That's kind of why. It feels like Stirrings is just like a maybe. Whereas like we have a bunch of reasonable cards in our hand. And then we basically. I think we put back the Stirrings. That's where I'm at. Yeah. So I thought I was ready to like activate the Inkmoth, sack the Inkmoth. If they did 2 Orvars, I was gonna be like, sack the Inkmoth, sack my 1 creature, play Orvar, make you sack a guy, attack you, make you sack the other guy. So I was like prepared if they did that. So that was a weird game. All right. It was actually something that was discovered online in Alchemy. There's this one card in Alchemy called Connoisseur or something like that. It's like, this card's really busted. It's one of the like Seek cards. What's it called? It's called no, not this one. It's yeah, Con. It might have been from this card. This card's crazy. This card is so crazy. When City Stalker Connoisseur enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a non-land card with the greatest mana value among cards in their hand. Create a blood token. So people were playing this in Alchemy or whatever format, and the other opponent was playing an Orvar, so that they would City Stalker you would discard your Orvar, you would copy their City Connoisseur, then they would end up discarding their best card, right? So this was like the tech when this card was really popular, was Orvar, and then when creativity started blowing up in Modern, people started playing Orvar to like counter it. And the people who discovered it were people who were playing this card in Historic or Alchemy or whatever. Yeah. Is that Raisin Cane's? No, it's Papa John's. Even worse. I do love Raisin Cane's. I used to live out in California, and I was seeing a friend, and all she ever wanted to eat was Raisin Cane's. I'd be like, where do you want to go? Raisin Cane's. Are you sure? There's other restaurants. Nope, I want to go to Raisin Cane's. I want to get the biscuit thing and the chicken thing and the raisin and the secret sauce or whatever the hell they had. She just always wanted to go there. All right, while our opponent's not here, we have to play Enchant Wordle. All right. Here we go. Orvar, the all form. Okay, so we have a creature. It is probably... Let's guess... Oh, our opponent's back. Keep. Put back hidden strings. Oh, I guess our opponent's back. Play you. I'm going to hold on to the jar. So, it's not blue. It's not blue. It's, let's try a green 5-mana creature from back in the day. Let's go with Sylvos. Let's go with Sylvan Primordial. Okay, so we have creature not lower than this, lower than this. Holy shit, it's from Gatecrash. What the fuck are the odds it's from Gatecrash? Okay. So, what the hell's in Gatecrash? A 5-mana creature from Gatecrash that's an uncommon. Oh, what the hell was in that set? There was that Minotaur that was red or blue. Boros. Battle Shaper? No, it's got to be an uncommon. Oh, shit. Alright, it's red. Shit, I guessed the wrong card. So it's a red, uncommon, 5-mana. It could be one of the... It's a red card. It's part red. Or part white. Fortress Cyclops. Alright. So it's 5-mana uncommon from that set. Alright, now we're going to play a Ravager. Then we're going to attack. Viscora. There you go. Viscopa Confessor. When this is a battlefield, pay any amount of life. Target player reveals as her hand. You may choose a card and exile it. Sick. Alright, so I probably should have played Hangarback Walker here. I probably should have played Hangarback Walker. So next turn I can, like, charge the Hangarback Walker. And then... I probably should have played Hangarback this turn. That was dumb. Let me fix the Stream Decker if it's not working. Decks. Join. Alright, try deck. There you go. Elemental creatures. What's happening? No worries. No worries. No worries. Alright. What the hell goes Steam Vents Elemental? What the F is this? Wave Sifter. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Yeah. Let's see. I guess we set up for a kill next turn with the Hangarback. And yield attack. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Probably for like Omnath and like Fury and like Endurance and all those type of cards. Me? I remind you of Hoogland? There's a difference. I'm not an asshole. I don't think I've banned anyone in my chat so far. That's like 1,000 times better than Hoogland. Alright. And I don't play Marvel Snap. And I don't shill. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Math time. Calculator. Okay. So. We pump here. This goes to 2. Alright. So. Yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, it would have. It would have. Hindsight being 2020. If we knew that we could just tee up on them, right? If we knew that they weren't going to do anything and we could just straight tee up on them, we would have been in a lot better spot. All right, so let's figure this out. So if we grow here, we sacrifice. So we get 1, 2, 3. And the modulars, I don't think we get to 9. I don't think we get to 9, in fact. Maybe we do. So we put a counter on this. And then we sack. That's 3 counters, 4 counters. Then we sack here. A modular would be triggered. So that gets a modular. I don't think we have enough counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we don't have enough counters. We do not have enough counters to just go for it. But we can activate. And we can swing for a lot. And by a lot, I mean that many. Not really a lot. Yeah. No, I don't care. I mean, you could talk about him. I think that it's important to be nice. And he's just not nice. Alright, what do we got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I beat him a couple times. We're drawing a card. Yeah. They're drawing a card. Okay. Alright, so our opponent's just not going to do anything. They're just not going to do anything. Alright. So let's grow this. Let's sacrifice this. Always yields. Think we can kill them now. I don't think we use Infect. I think we use regular damage. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And put it all on the Ravager. Attack. And then move it to the Walking Ballista after combat. Yeah. Boink. 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 Yes. Boink. Okay. And now we attack for 8. I guess we could have just put it on the Inkmoth, but it doesn't matter, right? We got a lot of... All roads lead to Rome here. I guess we could just cast him as a 1/1. Sacrifice. Alright. So we could have moved its stuff to the Inkmoth. We could have done a bunch of stuff. Our opponent did nothing. Literal nothing. So, I don't think we could expect our opponent to do literal nothing next turn. So, I guess we probably want these cards over these cards. These lists don't really play Solitude. Some of the lists do, but most of the Glimpse lists these days are playing like... There was a couple of Glimpse lists that did well in the... like, here you go. Here's an example of what a Glimpse list looks like these days. They're going very big. They're playing Atraxas and Emrakuls and, like, total nonsense. But this list is different than what... So, like, here's Streamwaiter. This list got 4th in a challenge, right? So it's just super big. Here's a lower to the ground list. But none of these lists have Cavern of Souls. But these are like very go big type of lists. That tends to be what people are up to these days. I guess we'll keep this. Maybe this hand's not fast enough. Yeah. Remember the old days of like Omnath and like... Now it's just like, well, let's just play Atraxas. What's this 4-color Glimpse? I guess this is probably what they're playing. Something like this. Alright, there's the Colony Garden. Alright, so we're going to go... Turn 1 Ozolith, I guess? Ozolith. Maybe this hand's too slow. Yeah. This hand's probably too slow for the nonsense. I'm going to play Ballista on 2 here to kill this plant token, I think. If they do go for it. Ugh. I guess if they go for it, they're going to have all the triggers they want. So maybe I just play Ravager. And try and, like... I guess I probably want just Ballista. That if they go for it, I can kill the plant token to decrease their odds. Which isn't great, but like... Playing Ravager here just doesn't really accomplish very much. Drawing a card. I like to see that, that's for sure. Well, that's weird. That's not the strongest. Ooh, hello. Alright, let's play you. Let's play Ravager. And let's attack. We could have maybe sacked the Ravager prior to combat there. But I don't think we need to do that. I think we could go to next turn and try and set up a turn where we end up killing with the Inkmoth. Next turn we probably should be able to. Although we do have to worry about, like... We do have to worry about Force of Vigors maybe out of the sideboard of this deck. I don't know. It's kind of not a very popular deck these days, so I don't necessarily know if we have to really be aware. Like, if we know that they're having Force of Vigors, like, you don't really know. I guess if they had it, they would probably fire it off on, like, the Ozolith and the Hardened Scales or something like that. Alright, here's the Cavern of Souls. It's going to name Elemental. Alright, do I want to sack my Ravager? Alright, let's let them cascade. Let's make them put the card on the stack. And I think I want to trade my Walking Ballista for this plant token. I think I want them to have one less thing here. They'll just have 4. I think that's okay. That's relatively low risk. Huh. Okay, well, it's not low risk, apparently. Alright, if a permanent entering the battlefield would cause an ability to trigger... If permanents entering the battlefield don't cause your... Alright. So... I feel like that maybe affects me in some ways, and in other ways it does not. Okay, so... Let's see. A little late to the party, Mirage Mirror. Alright, we're going to play the Boseiju. I think we play the Mirage Mirror. Actually, we have to decide what we're going to do first. I think we play the Shadowspear. We can go Shadowspear first, then Mirage Mirror, then cast Ancient Stirrings. Well, if we're going to do that, we should cast Ancient Stirrings first. Right? We should see what we're going to get. These are all cards that just stop. Guess we should have... See, I should have done this first before I played this land. This was bad sequencing. This is what I always... You always want to do this kind of stuff first. So you make all your decisions. Like, I would have taken Saga here. Yeah, Mirage Mirror is the EDH card. It's the EDH card that I love to play. Let's take the Saga. Let's go Shadowspear. And then let's go Void Mirror. Alright. Yield through the turn. Does Saga do nothing with this? I think this Saga still work. But I'm not really 100%. I don't play much with Elshnorn. Yeah. That's a pretty cool little thing for them. It's a lot of triggers. Alright. So we might be able to kill them next turn. Yeah. Alright, so... Let's do some math here. If we draw land, Ravager. Alright. So we need to make sure we pay 1/1. We need to make sure we pay a blue so the thing won't get countered. Then we're going to go activate here. And we're going to go sack on this, sack on this, sack on this. Okay. Well, this deck it feels very powerful sometimes. And this deck is so complicated. Yay. This deck is so complicated, and the math on this deck is so crazy hard. This deck is like one of the hardest decks to play. There's so much math to this deck. Yeah. Everything historic is stupid. Historic got ruined by alchemy. Math Glass Cannon, yeah. I think that's a good name. I think the deck is sweet. The Welding Jars, I don't know. The Welding Jars are great against some things and completely useless against others. So I don't know about playing 4, maybe 2 or 3. But 4 seems like a lot when, like, there's a lot of effects of just exile. I guess it's an easy sideboard out, but, like, the deck's pretty crazy. Yeah, it was great before alchemy. Math Glass Cannon. The deck was fun, though.